Hey up everyone, in today's video we're going to be going through every single weight division in the UFC and saying who is the most popular fighter in that weight division. And I've not gone off like stats like Instagram followers, Twitter followers, any of that stupid gimpy shit. I've gone off my pure MMA knowledge.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
And remember guys, if you have any video ideas for me, let me know in the comments and hopefully I can make it into a video. To start things off, we have the flyweight division. I mean, the most popular fighter in that division is Brandon Moreno, the Lego man. Now, maybe people might say Pantoja, but I believe that Pantoja isn't really that popular at all. Brandon Moreno, for me, is easily the most popular fighter in that flyweight division. Obviously, he has a hardcore Mexican fan base. We know that the Mexicans love to root and, go all out for their fighters when it comes to boxing and MMA. And Brandon Moreno is no different. He's very entertaining to watch. He has a big cult following. Not only that, but when he had that quadrilogy, whatever you call it, when he had the 4 fights against Figueiredo, there was a big spotlight on both him and Figueiredo. And obviously, overall, he was the winner of that rivalry. Not only that, but, when he's like, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I will be champion someday. I swear, I promise. That went viral on like TikTok and loads of other things. ESPN was eating all that shit up. So he was quite well known and clickable because of that clip alone. And not only that, he has the whole, that he loves Lego and shit. So Brandon Moreno, easily the most popular fighter in that flyweight division. Going on to the bantamweight division, we have Sean O'Malley as the most popular fighter. I feel like that's the obvious and simple answer. I do feel like in a few years' time, Umar Nurmagomedov may possibly surpass that, but God knows whether Sean O'Malley will go up to the featherweight division. But we're not talking about in the future. We're talking about right now. And Sean O'Malley is the most popular fighter in the bantamweight division. I mean, is he a plant? Is he a plant? I don't know. Industry plant? Maybe. Possibly. Kinda, yeah. Well, not only that, but he's just very unique looking. He is very fun to watch, but he does back it up. He was able to knock out Aljo. He was able to defeat Peter Yan. He's got some decent names on his resume. Put a beating on Chito Vera. Very marketable, and he has got a very unique personality and a fun personality. So yeah, he's easily the most popular fighter in that bantamweight division. The only one who I don't even think anyone comes close, to be honest with you. I think that Umar maybe will surpass that in a few years' time, but right now it's Sean O'Malley. Now we move on to the featherweight division, and I feel like the 3 popular fighters in that weight division makes this a bit more tricky. So you have Ilia Topuria, the champion, who's very popular. You have Alexander Volkanovski, and you have Max Holloway. But who is the most popular out of them 3 alone? It's kind of a hard one. You could make an argument for either one of them, but I think I'm going to go with Max Holloway. I feel like Max Holloway is the most popular in that featherweight division. How long's he been fighting for now? He has been around the block for God knows, since he was in his early 20s in the UFC. He's fought the who's who. He's fought like Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier twice, Conor McGregor, Ilia Topuria, Volkanovski 3 times, Jose Aldo twice. He's fought so many big names. I feel like it is understandable that he is the most popular fighter in that featherweight division. Ilia, I think, will end up becoming that guy, but again, like Umar sort of thingy, we're talking about now, even though Ilia does have a very popular fan base right now, in all fairness, I would still say that Max Holloway is more, if you go to someone, oh, who's this guy, more people would recognise Max Holloway over the likes of Volkanovski and Ilia Topuria. Well, that's not to say that Volk and Ilia aren't popular, but for me, it just is Max Holloway. He's been around the block for God knows. He's been a fan favourite for a very long time as well. So for me, yeah, Max Holloway. And now we move on up to the lightweight division, which is full of big and popular names. But who is the most popular? In my opinion, it's Islam Makhachev. Like, you look at it this way. He adopted all of the Khabib fans. That's the best way to put it. And Khabib had a massive fan base. Well, he's just taken all of that fan base, the Dagestani, the Glazers. I'll be honest, one of probably the worst fan base in the entirety of MMA. I'll be honest with you. Even though I might get slated for that, but I don't give a shit. I'm spitting facts right now. They are one of the worst fan bases in the MMA, if not the worst. But also, they are one of the biggest fan bases in the MMA scene, if not the biggest. So yeah, I would say that Islam Makhachev is the most popular fighter. I know you got Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje. I suppose you could include Max Holloway as well, because I don't know if he's coming up to that. You know what I mean? There's many big names in that lightweight division, but for me, it is Islam Makhachev. I feel like the one who comes closest to him is Charles Oliveira. He is massive. He's a fan favourite, has a massive cult following, and he's been in a part of the UFC for God knows how long now, longer than most of us have been fans of the UFC. So yeah, I'm going with Islam Makhachev, even though Charles Oliveira is close, and I love Charles Oliveira, but Islam Makhachev is number one when it comes to being the most popular in that weight division. After this, we move on up to the welterweight division, and there's not too many names for this one. So the most popular fighter, in my opinion, is Kamaru Usman. Yes, he's no longer in his prime, but he had a decent little reign, defended it multiple times. I think he's been in some films as well. He had a very heated feud with Colby Covington, which led to 2 big fights as well. He also was able to knock out Jorge Masvidal and take all of his hype train. So I would say that Kamaru Usman is the most popular fighter in that welterweight division. I think who comes next, who is closest to him, is Colby Covington. I don't think really Instagram followers show that, but again, I'm not using gimpy Instagram followers. I think if you showed Colby Covington to a lot of people, they would be like, oh, I've seen him before, like talking shit and, you know, stuff like that, and probably link him to Kamaru Usman. But Kamaru Usman, easily the most popular. Leon Edwards, I'd say, is quite popular, but outside that, the dedicated UK fan base, I don't know if there's too many out there. Given that his style as well definitely isn't the most fun to watch, but Kamaru Usman, easily the most popular fighter in that welterweight division. Next up, we have the middleweight division, and I've gone for Israel Adesanya. This guy was, you know, he had a very lengthy title reign. He was very marketable. He was very out there. You know, he was just very social media friendly. I think he was one of the first UFC fighters as well to have like a YouTube channel, and I think it has like over 1 million subscribers. I know I didn't say I'd mention stats, but YouTube is a bit different, I feel like, considering you didn't really see any other fighter doing YouTube from what I'm aware of. And well, he has a massive YouTube like subscribers, so I feel like it is Adesanya, like a big Puma brand deal as well at some point. So I feel like, and the rivalry with Alex Pereira only helps it and whatnot. So yeah, I'd say that it is Israel Adesanya. Khamzat could definitely overtake, and maybe could make an argument that he is, but I don't think that Khamzat is more popular than Israel Adesanya. Maybe if Khamzat was a lot more active, then possibly. But no, anyone else I don't think really comes close. I love Drake du Plessis. I wouldn't say he's super popular though, especially outside of the MMA scene. Strickland is quite popular, but I wouldn't say anywhere near as big as Israel Adesanya. This next one is the light heavyweight division, and it's a bit, you guys know who it is. I don't even have to say who it is, but I will say who it is because it's a video. Alex Pereira. Who else would it be? Who else in that light heavyweight division is popular? No one. Yuri Prohaska. I don't even think Yuri's that popular. Maybe just because of his unique hair bun thingy majiggy. I don't know, but I wouldn't say he's popular that much. Whereas Alex Pereira is super popular, far more than anyone else in that weight division. So yeah, Alex Pereira light heavyweight, quite a simple and easy one. And then finally, we have the heavyweight division, which unfortunately is another easy one. It's Jon Jones. I know there's a lot of Tom Aspinall fans right now, me being one of them, but let's be honest, Jon Jones, he's arguably, a lot of people consider him the GOAT, and, you know, he is that guy. He's probably the biggest star in MMA right now, to be honest. So, yeah, it can't really be anyone else. After that, it is Tom Aspinall, and after that, probably is Cyril Gane. Other than that, no one's really popular in that heavyweight division, I would say. Not even Curtis Blades, even though he has... Oh, wait, Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis, I forgot about Derek Lewis. He's certainly up there. In fact, he's more popular than Tom Aspinall. So I'd say he's second, then Tom Aspinall. But yeah, that's about it. There's no one really popular in that heavyweight division other than those three. And Jon is... You know, he's at the top of the mountain when it comes to the most popular fighter. If there was everyone ranked who's the most popular, Jon Jones is at the top of that mountain. So yeah, it's Jon Jones is the most popular fighter in the heavyweight division. And those are the fighters that I believe are the most popular in every single weight division. But do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments. Let me know whether you think Israel Adesanya is the most popular middleweight, whether Max Holloway is the most popular heavyweight. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.